are you? There you go. I don't know how to work this thing. I don't know if you can hear me or, let's see, press, hold, whatever. I don't know if you can hear me. Um, 'Cause it says chat hidden. I don't know. Oh, yes, you can hear me. Great, great, great. Send me some hearts if you can hear me. Please, please. Because I don't know. I've been trying to do this, and I've been trying to tell y'all about the story. And creepy Dr. Frankenstein uh, uh, was trying to torment me, and the police came over the other day, and they told me they saw someone trying to break into my house, and if I was okay. And the only person I have is my daughter and my granddaughter, and if they're not here, I'm by myself. So, I mean, I want y'all to listen, because he is a real doctor. He's a coroner. I had to move from the parish I was living in because he is the coroner and the doctor of that parish. And he was having a girlfriend while trying to tell the police I was crazy. And one day I pulled up in my driveway, and they had a guy in 100-degree weather with a trench coat on, what looked like a gun hanging down, walking towards my car. And so I took off, I backed up, I rolled over my neighbor's yard and took off. And then he started making up all these things, telling people that I know that I was going to die and things like that. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get across is, please keep up with me. I'm writing a book to tell you everything that happened, and that he's a narcissist and he's a sociopath. He has no guilt. Oh, thank you for the heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. He has nothing stopping him from hurting me. He's already beat me up. He's already tried to strangle me. He's cheated on me I don't know how many times. I'm trying to get out of this. I moved over an hour away into another state, and he keeps trying to come here. And now the police told me that they found people trying to come in downstairs. So, I don't know, what would you do? What would you do? I don't know. That's why I'm a warrior. I'm still surviving. He had me in a coma for 5 days. I was dead. I was dead. My pupils were fixed and dilated. I was dead. And I'm here. I'm here to tell my story. So I want to tell you, I love you. I love you guys. And thanks for hanging in there for me. Thanks for being there for me. I did hire a bodyguard. I had sitters come for 2 years because I don't know where to hire a bodyguard. And then my best friend left her husband to come live with me for a year. And then he drugged her and almost killed her. And her husband made her go back home. So I left. I got an attorney and I left. And I moved to another state. But he's so insistent, and he thinks he's God, that he's going to get away with all this stuff. And there's no stopping him. And I'm just waiting for one day to get in my car, go somewhere, or go down by my car, and there'll be a guy there with a gun. I don't know. I mean, I have a protection order, but what does that do? That doesn't help. But anyway, I'm here for support, and I love you guys, and I thank you, and I'm going to write a book. I'm an artist. I found another piece of art that wasn't mine in my things. Yes, I'm gonna buy a gun. Yes, yes. Where do you go to buy a gun? I guess to a sports store. Um, do you have to have a license? Gun shop? Do you have to have a license? What about mace? Mace. Um, I don't know. I don't have any experience with the gun. They have lessons. Jesus for Tony. Do they have lessons? Do they have lessons on that? How to shoot? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, it means a whole lot to me that you're here listening, and I thank you. And I'm gonna check back in later. And thank you for staying and listening to me. I appreciate it so much, and I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm just so upset, and I love you. Thank you. I will. I will. Peace. I'm going to call later. Okay? Thank you. And peace. And I love you from my heart. And I'll check in later. Okay? Bye-bye.